Hey, Melanie, wanna see what I can do? Huh? What is it? Look! Catch! Ow! Huh? What the? Whoa! And howdy! It's me, Manny! And today we'll be talking about my Ponysona! Because I teased the video when I talked about my persona, so you know, might as well. So first, we need to set back time and explain how it started. See prompt 2 of 2023's Cringetober was self-insert, and I thought it would be hilarious if I drew my Ponysona having an Undertale sona, basically as an excuse to draw both my Ponysona and my Undertale sona in one drawing, because I cannot be stopped, and I thought it was hilarious. And those are my personality is basically Undertale and My Little Pony, so that just made sense, you know? And while I have no notes for my Undertale sona with a little cutie, I wanted to redesign my Ponysona from the way it was before, because over the years there was, the very first design when their name was Purple Design, haha, and they were she, her, because I thought I was she, her. That was a whole thing, embarrassing. But then there was the second design, which I think, unless I'm really stupid, was already called Purple Spectrum and looked a lot like Starlight for no affiliated reason. Not like the design was inspired by her or anything, just like the colors are similar and give similar vibes, you know, enough for Ember to think they're twins or something, you know, or for them to be twins by my own standards. Huh. Oh well. This redesign and my redesign of Starlight completely throws that possibility off, so whatever, let's move on. Back to what I was saying. It just happened and I thought it was funny, and then I made a cute little faker art of Sonic when I was in Brazil, because I thought it was funny. But I was over that design, and to redesign it, I did the thing I told you about, or at least I remember telling you about. I don't actually know and I don't want to check. I used my friends' help because they're so cool. So I asked 4 of my friends, no 3, I'm the 4th. I'm my own friend. Debatable. I asked 3 of my friends to give me a Ponysona, how they would imagine me as a pony. I sent them the same picture, and I did one prior, and then looking at all of them, I fused them all together, and from there, that was the new design, basically. I wasn't sure of anything the whole time, you can see like things changing, like the eye color. The two colored eye was a thing for so long, it was hard to get rid of. So I tried to bring it back, but I'm taking it away again afterwards because that's not the vibe. That was a thing from where my sona was the fusion of my two older sonas. Kyla, unaffiliated with my new mascot, Kyla. They just have the same name. And Anima. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna tell you which person inspired what, and then how this first redesign inspired the new redesign and what I changed, basically. Let's go! So, the first redesign was mine, obviously. It's very purple. The eyes, the coat, the mane, everything is purple except for the streak in the mane, which is supposed to show that it's turquoise. That was the idea with the picture, that's how I represented it. Then the necklaces, the necklace and the choker, they're different because at the time I thought there was gonna be a black choker and then a Cara style locker, because I do own a heart gold necklace, because of course I do. And I was like, put them together, bam, easy. See, that's the point where I tried to do the heterochromia. It did not work. It was not a good idea. We tried. We failed. It happens. So that was the baseline for my design. And the first one who gave me a design was Cacau Massipan Oficial. She gave me this cute unicorn. I don't know why the orange. The purple, of course. The turquoise for the eye color. Yes. I don't know what the orange is doing here. It happens twice. First, Cendre gives my Death Note self-insert an orange towel, and that becomes one of their main colors. Then this! What is this? The universe tries to tell me to stop having orange as my least favorite color, and it's not working! It's not! Also, shout out to the Cutie Mark. Very cute edition. Nobody else did that. Bonus points. There's no points. Moving on. The things that this pony convinced me of doing for the redesign is, first of all, the turquoise eyes. That was not immediate, but it happened. Thank you. The second is remembering that accessories exist other than necklaces. I added the leg warmers, the socks, however you wanna call them. I only did 2 instead of 4 though, cause I wanted to. That's about it. But yeah, adorable design, cute little pointy teeth. I love the cute pointy teeth. Bonus points again. Triple bonus point for adding the piercings on the ears. I'm the only one who did that also, because of course I did that. I know what my design looks like. So yeah, markings, and I don't know if I talked about the markings, but adding more markings, turquoise eyes, and socks. Thank you for that. Before we go to the second friend, shout out to my Undertale Sona. Look at that, so cute, so silly. I love it. Also, I forgot to say what was the thing I was trying to see/learn about my hairstyle was chibis. As you can see, the pony as well as my Undertale sona are chibis. I especially tried a second thing with the Undertale sona, which is using another art style for drawings inside of my art, because I think it's super cute. Second friend, Sombre. A pegasus. I didn't expect that one. Purple to a sort of peach, light orange for the main, light green eyes, cute vibes. This one inspired me way less for the final design. What it was the tail. In practice, I'm not really sure what it means because it's been a while. In the first design before giving anyone picrus was straighter, still curly but straighter, whereas this one is as curly as the mane. So I'm not sure what I was going for in my head, if it was going to be straight at some point. Maybe that was it. Maybe the point was to give a straighter tail like the first spectrum design. Whatever it was, here's the final drawing. Except I lied, cause now, from the future, with the second drawing we're gonna see later, the one that changed the design, I'm retroactively changing this drawing to fit the new design, which shows you that I also lied about Cendre only inspiring the tail. It also inspired changing the color streak. Stroke of genius. Why did I want to do a blue streak? The purple streak was hitting me right in the face, and I only realized it during the redesign of the redesign. This is ridiculous. My actual hair has that purple streak. What am I doing? That's my favorite purple. I'm silly. And I can hear you say, but Manny, everyone did your main purple, or like something else. Where does the pink come from? And I'm glad you asked. Myself. The pink comes from the third friend, best dad, Decebal, the friend I told you to go immediately commission if you do want to commission anyone. When I commission him, I'm always happy. Their art is so good. Link in the description if you're interested. You're welcome. So, Decebal. Alicorn. Huh? He's trying to compliment me and I'm taking none of it. So, look at this. A sort of orange for the eye. Orange. Did everybody pick orange? What is this? Too much orange. I don't get it. Huh? So, the eye, orange. We have a very interesting outlier for the mane. 0 purple, brown, like my hair, and then blonde. That's cause I used to have blonde in my hair at the time we met instead of purple. It was before the ginger streak, so it's been a long while. It's been a minute. Also socks, but purple, which made me decide that the socks would be black and purple because I wanted those emo socks, damn it. And the cute little scarf, which I used the pattern for the wall because the choker, it was gonna be the choker, but I wanted to keep it, so I'm taking it that it's a major motif for my Ponysona. It's not gonna be in the design, but it's gonna be there somewhere. Something you might have vaguely noticed as I'm retroactively changing my sona is that I'm changing the colors slightly, and that's from something I did in the future. I wasn't happy with the colors, I thought something was missing, and thus I did a little color swatching from a chicken nugget episode and took the colors from there because I loved the color palette. I was like, that's so me, for real, huh? But anyway, enough about the future and retroactively changing the pasts, cause I want to talk about the process again, cause I wasn't done. So, after all of this, I did the final peek through, taking elements from my base, Cacau, Cendre, Decebal, and did this. And from this, I translated it into my idea to not forget, without adding the socks, because I was not gonna forget how to draw socks. And that was the plan. Then I changed the color that the markings were gonna be, using the darker purple instead of the light purple, who became the base coat color. And that's how we got the first attempt at the redesign. And that's how we get all the way back to the future, where we're all caught up, where I changed a few things, where I did facial hair. Look at that. I'm having a little bit of facial hair, just a tiny little bit above my mouth on both sides, and I'm very stoked about it. It's not much, but the gender euphoria is free, and we vibe with that, okay? Cool beans. So, now that we're back to the future, I know why I think it's funny. You can see that the eye color changed to the turquoise, that the streak changed to my favorite purple, that the colors changed a tiny little bit. The gold didn't change because it's gold. The turquoise changed less because I wanted it to be clearly turquoise and not mint, even if it was changed to be way more greenish than the first attempt at the turquoise to fit the color palette we had in mind. You know how it is, I just explained you. But yeah, that's this one drawing. Like I've already said, the Cringetober, let's see what I can learn about my art style of this drawing, was how do I draw chibis, attempts at chibis, which I think was very successful. I really like this pony chibi. That's definitely gonna be how I draw pony chibis from now on. And also the attempt of an art style for when my drawings draw. You understood what I was trying to say. And I also did some shading. Oh, and I'm adding them eyelashes. Cause first I was like, does it fit? And then I'm like, I don't know. The eye, it does that look right. But then I'm like, you know what? It kinda does. So let's vibe re-adding them. Like I said from my Sona redesign, I stole that idea from Cacau because her little cheese redesign had downwards eyelashes on the downside of the eye. I'm not making sense. And what is happening on my computer? And that day I just was inspired by it. I sort of like, eyelashes and no dysphoria? Huh? Sign me up! And I was happy ever since. And here's the real result. Angry face doodle, what? Anyway, here's the second drawing. This one was prompt 1 of Cringetober 2024, Ponysona. And when I saw that prompt, I was like, yes, this is my moment to do a 2 for 2. I'm going to update the redesign to make it better, and it's gonna be my little kind of cheat day, cause I was under the delusion that I was going to succeed Cringetober in October that year. Huh? I have school. What do you mean? I'm in uni. Silly. So I was going to do very quick drawings. I was going to do less sketching to get quicker the final result so that I could draw every day. Silly stuff. That day was going to be my cheat day, where I was going to do a full piece, drawing as long as I wanted to get a perfect result from my little perfection moment, and then move on and never do complicated drawings for the rest of Cringetober. I don't know why I thought I was going to succeed in that. But for this one, I was going to go full stop. I was going to do a little bit of lighting, no shading, because I feel like doing lighting is easier than shading for my art style. Looks less weird. I don't know. I'm still working on it. That's the point of this exercise of my little fun vibes with Cringetober. And a really funky background. Not like an actual scene, but this very cool effect that I already forgot how it's called. With the cute light, cute blurry light. I have zero clue how it's called. Let me look right now. Live moment. Blurry light effect. How is that called? I was looking at a video. I don't think I will be able to find it, but maybe you can look it up. It was something like background hack, how to do like abstract backgrounds that are easy but are like quicker to do, so something like that. How is that? Bouquet lights, I think that's called. That was one of the examples. I thought it was super cool, so I did that. Cool beans. It really need to stop. I don't know why this is in my vocabulary, but it needs to leave my vocabulary right now, or I'll fight my own brain. I'm not gonna fight my own brain, but you know how it is. I also, since it was not chibi, I was able to try to understand how socks would look. Crumpled is not the right word. Crumpled is this for paper. When they're messy. I'm gonna go with that. The word is just not coming to me, and I'm not gonna go to the dictionary right now. No Google Translate or anything like that. We're just vibing. I'm getting tired, guys. Let's move on. Oh, and then I was like, I want it on another layer because I like having everything saved or something. Or maybe I wanted to fix that one because that one looked really bad. I don't know what was going on. What is happening? What are you trying to achieve, Manny of the past? Huh? I like the socks though. The thing I kinda confused is that they don't look the same height, but I guess it could just happen from the pose, and it doesn't necessarily mean that one sock is shorter than the other. Either way, this is very nice, and I really like it. Here you can see way better, I think, the subtle difference in colors, like the purple being warmer, more in the pink side than before. I don't know, the pink same, more on the reddish side than purplish, and same with the turquoise, it's a little bit greener. Very cute, very nice, very epic. I said nothing about the Cutie Mark before, but it's basically the same as the old one from the first Purple Spectrum design, but with the spectrum colors being only the colors of the design, which I think is very cute. But who is surprised? I redesigned it. Of course, I was going to redesign it in a way I would like. I mean, I say that, but I really disliked the first redesign. And like this new one way more, so maybe I'm full of it. I really like the pose I took. Unlike the first Cringetober, I took all my references in advance, and I had this very, very cute reference for this pose. I think I still have it. Let me show you. I had forgotten to write credits on my little notes, but from a quick Google lens, it's from Adam's Adopts on DeviantArt. So it's a base. Originally, I just used it as a reference, but if you want the base, you can go look. The name is Silly Butt. Vibe, honestly. And that's the reference I used for this very, very cute pose. Look at it. Adorable. Something I didn't say about the Cutie Mark despite talking about the Cutie Mark. I think you noticed in the first drawing I was gonna do a gradient and then decided against it. It's kind of an artistic choice I have about Cutie Marks in my pony design, is that there is no line art, and normally, don't quote me on that, no gradients. It's just simple base colors and it looks nice. It's my vibe. And this is what the OG's background was gonna be, the OG background, before I changed it to the bokeh lights I talked about. It was going to be a little sky with clouds, with the colors of the wall background from the first drawing. I told you it was gonna be a motive, but then I was like, this would work so much better for my persona, which is day 2. For this one, I already have this idea of using 2 sources of light to make a shadow under their hooves, but also behind them. Kinda looks like they're doing a photo shoot when it's mixed with the very specific and obvious posing. Also, I wanted to draw clouds in front of and behind them, but that would obscure this design. But for the persona, I knew there was going to be less markings or no markings. I still did not do it, I would not know. So I decided, let's shelf this background idea and do something else. And that's when I went to look for ideas, found that video, and found the bokeh lights idea. You know? When I saw this bokeh light idea, I immediately noticed that it was going to be a little bit difficult. It's very particular, and I could tell that I could get it to not look right, and honestly I think I did not manage to make it look right. It's very particular about sizes of light, about the intensity of light, and I made it look kinda like that, but I feel like I kinda got it wrong on the saturation of lights. I did my best, and I cannot tell you what looks off about it, but there's just something about it, you know? Like, at this point, it looks great. No notes. But then I had those little ones, which, again, at that point, is still fine. But then I want to add in-betweens and tweaks the old ones so that everything blends well together. And I feel like I ended up making it unfit. I forgot the word I used 2 seconds ago. What happened? Like, looking at this right now, I think it looks great. And here is the moment I feel like I kinda made it look weird. I don't know. Maybe not, maybe I'm imagining it. And I do the little lighting I told you about. Very nice, very cute. It was like, with the blurry light, it makes sense that there's this light on them from all the lights. Very cute, very vibey. Overall, I'm very happy with this background, and this lighting could have been better, but that's just perfectionism talking. And what did we say? That this Cringetober, we were not going to let perfectionism stop us. So yeah. And here I'm kinda saving the old background so I can use it for like, I save all my old versions, so because I don't know, I'm kind of a hoard, but with my drawings. I would have all the old versions so I can look at them and go, oh yeah, we went from here to there. And I can't, the screen is not moving on my end. Oh no, that's normal, it's just not moving. Usually I move the mouse so that I can see that it didn't freeze, but I guess I didn't at that time. My bad. It's just sad being difficult, it does that sometimes. It's also my fault. My first Cringetober drawing had gigantic what heights, it's not the right word, gigantic ratios, resolution, that's the word. And then I remembered that in my art style I have 3 different hooves types, I guess, and chest types that go with the hooves. Have the very spiky ones for the same vibes as spiky hair or spiky highlight. I have those very round fluffy ones that I'm using here for very round personalities, like hair and like highlights. And I have the one without for like very square, reliable characters, like the shape and like the highlight. Again, I'm very shape oriented with my drawings. And you know what? I think it looks super cute. Fluffy chest, fluffy hooves. Look at this. Adorable, silly vibes, silly everything. It's just like me for real. That design is me, and that's why they're my Ponysona. I don't know what else to tell you. Why am I still messing with the background? You're not gonna get it to look perfect. You're way too critical about it. Stop it. See, I'm still doing stuff, trying to make it work, and it started looking very weird very fast. I think that part is normal though, like it's actually something I noticed in the bokeh lights, that there were like ones that had a little bit of whiteness in them. I think I have not re-looked at images to like compare my attempt to the real thing. I'm just counting my losses at that point. I'm already critical about it without remembering what it looks like. I don't need to actually see an image and see everything wrong I did. I don't hate myself that much, you know. As much of Melanie as I have in me, I also have a lot of Kyla, and Kyla just wants to vibe. So that's just how it do be, you know. And that's why they're my mascots, and we all vibe. Basically. And then I'm adding my glasses, like my actual glasses that I'm actually wearing for real. They're very cute, I really like them. Black with a little bit of gold, and that actual chain that I have for it. Chain glasses, like cute little library glasses that I own because of the ponies in My Little Pony that do have them. I don't remember, I know there's multiple, but the one I'm thinking about specifically is the librarian in the Crystal Empire in the 2-parter of season 3. The one that didn't remember if she was a librarian, but then remembers that she is. My Little Pony really made me discover my love for chains on glasses, and when it became a trend, I remembered its existence, and I was like, it's my moment, it's a trend, so it's gonna be easy to buy. And it was. There was, when I got to get my new glasses, those glasses, there were a little place where you could see the little chains, and I saw that one and I was like, it's perfect. It looks with the glasses, it looks nice, it's very pretty, it fits my vibe. It's perfect. I'm all coordinated. I look super cute, very nice. Doing the chains are really difficult though, because like they're actual chains, and drawing chains is a little difficult, but I did it, and good for me. It looks very nice. I don't remember if I do them true to real life, because in real life there's a little black string inside of the chains, and I don't know if I did the little black string, but if I didn't, the black string is not missed. It's a little detail that looks fine, but not having it is a plus, honestly. The chains like this look very cute, very nice, very classy, very demure. I need to stop. Stop with the brain rot. Just need to stop. And here's the final result. I'll see you next video, guys. Take care. Bye.